6:16 on this Thursday night. Betsy Kling back with us now. Some temporary warmth on the way.
But it's going to be with a few caveats. But there's always an asterisk this time of the year. It's going to be warm tomorrow. But there's a couple other things you're going to need to know about. First of all, it's going to be very windy tomorrow. That is going to be something that you definitely need to know about. The next few hours, it's easy peasy, nice and mild. There's rain showing up on the radar, but nothing hitting the ground as of yet. We've got a big old chunk of dry air overhead right now. That will change eventually, but you can see we are going to stay mild. Clouds are here, and now we're just waiting. We're waiting on the rain, and we're waiting on the wind to pick up. That will take place tonight. Tomorrow morning, we are expecting wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. That's probably going to be causing some power problems in some locations. And then after that, tomorrow afternoon, the temperature drop comes. We're going to go from the 60-degree mark about midday, dropping back into the 30s as we get into the evening. So just putting the basics out there for you. We're going to be in the 40s tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if our daybreak temperatures are in the 50s. Rain is on the way. The wind will be picking up. In the morning tomorrow, we've got the wind. We have scattered rain. Then we'll be cooling down in the afternoon. 50s, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to go 60s for many areas tomorrow. So tomorrow in the morning and midday, there it is, wind gusts 45 plus miles per hour possible. I would say for right now, you need to prepare for some power outages. If you have a morning appointment or an alarm that you set in the morning, make sure you have a battery backup or set it on your phone. And that being said, you may want to get everything charged up tonight because tomorrow morning you may not have a chance to plug it in. The wind gusts will peak in the early morning hours while you're sleeping, so protect your alarms. And then we're going to continue with some gusty conditions into the afternoon hours. Tomorrow evening, things will settle down, but that's as that cold air is starting to move in. Rain is off to the west, not really even hitting the ground as of yet. We've got a big chunk of moisture that is just beginning to move in. You can see the showers, even a few rumbles of thunder back into Illinois. The whole storm system here to the west is really going to become the driver of the energy moving north. On the first wave of this system, we have a second wave that is just starting to come across the Four Corners region. It's going to connect up with some Gulf moisture. At the same time, we've got a big old batch of cold air that's sitting in central Canada. All of this starts to come together over Ohio on Saturday, and that's why Saturday into Sunday, we've got a huge change that sets up. Let me take you through this National Design hour-by-hour forecast. It's mild this evening. You're going to feel the winds picking up a little bit if you're going to be out and about. And early tomorrow morning, as we start to see more and more of the showers coming in, these will be gusty showers. You're going to hear the rain hitting the window, and then the wind is going to be with it. Off to the west, here comes a front, and that front, this line that's preceding the front, will be our big wind gusts. So we're talking these 40 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Notice that we've got the temperatures that are in the 50s, even 60s until we hit midday, and then the front itself comes through. 60s dropping into the 50s, and through the afternoon we'll drop into the 40s. Even though the rain is moving out, this is good news, but by the evening, now we're into the 30s. That chunk of moisture moves out, and then we kind of retool everything and get ready for Saturday. Saturday, we will have rain moving in for the afternoon, and then Sunday, look at that temperature drop into the 30s with snow. Let me show that to you. Here's that Four Corners system coming up. It's going to connect up with this cold air that's sitting in Canada, and you can kind of see how everything starts to come together. We've got the snow over to Chicago, the rain in Ohio. This is Saturday at noon. That rain spreads northward, and then here we go. This is the phasing of the systems, and you can see it just starts to spin up Saturday night and into Sunday, and then we start to get the snow coming in here. Sunday, we may not make it out of the 20s. It is going to be a very chilly day for us and probably kind of breezy too. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. 60s, remember that's midday tomorrow. We'll be in the 40s by the afternoon and then 30s for the evening. 40s on Saturday as that second wave system comes in. Then the drop happens on Sunday. After that, next week, we're going to stay rather seasonable with a series of clipper systems coming through every few days.